Wednesday night.
Yes, we are.
Back at it again. How's everybody doing? Everybody
very
good?
We're doing.
Yeah. You guys got to be super excited because you're going away for a long weekend, and I'm super jealous.
Yeah, are you?
Oh, of course. I love Pittsburgh.
Okay, that's cool.
I hope it doesn't rain for you this time.
I don't care. I just want to get out of here.
I like the attitude.
It rains in Reddit too, so
It rains every day, so it doesn't matter.
I like the attitude. All right. Fantasy baseball. We're going to cut your time short because I know you want to talk about fantasy football, and we only have so much time. So.
Oh, of course, I know. So we got fantasy baseball. We got a new leader on the board now. We got Kyle O'Brien's in the lead at this week by 1 point over Paul Downey, and Maureen Zadell jumped up there, and Bill Mattis and you, Carl. You're holding tight there at the 5 spot. Joe Tomzak is there, and if I get rid of that, you'll be able to see me. I'm there in the 10 spot right at the moment. So we're holding the fort down there well with everybody, and we had a bunch of changes there with Aaron Judge and who else just went down. We had 3 guys. Josh Hader went down, and one of the starters went down.
The guy from Texas, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I'm trying to think of one of the guys we had in the first spot. So yeah, it had a lot of guys maneuvering around. So it's going to be interesting to see how everybody does with making the adjustments.
Okay.
So yeah, it's going well with that. And
well, Judge is due back, right? They just don't know when, right?
Well, yeah. Yeah. Well, actually, I'm thinking it was Zach Wheeler was the one.
Okay. Yeah.
Was the big one. He was the big one, and nobody knows what's going to happen, and hopefully for him and his family, everything is going well, and worry about his health first, and then get back to the Phillies whenever.
100%. Yep.
Yep. So yeah, everything's going well there. We got everybody getting their speedy responses in, and they were even messaging me beforehand because it's getting down to the nitty gritty. We got 5 weeks left into the contest, and every point matters at this point. So
sure it does.
So yeah, everybody's getting ready to get their points.
Okay.
And then fantasy football is back. Got to like that logo, right? And
it's where it all started.
That is where it all started, exactly. That's
where it all started.
We're already up to, I think it was 30 teams already got in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I got the spreadsheet working and getting everything updated with that. And so, yeah, everything's going well. And all the messages have been sent out to everybody else. And I think we might even be getting a new player this year with Cole might be playing as well, Russell. So.
That'd be something.
Yeah. Cole Russell.
Who's Cole Russell?
Emily and Henry's baby.
Cole. I didn't say Cole.
How's he going to play?
Well, he's going to play. We already have 8 new players too out of those 30 players. We already have eight new players for this year. That's the first time playing. So I think things are going well with that football as well. It's growing.
All right.
So, yep.
Get your picks in.
That's right.
You got to move them from one page to the other.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. There's a lot of spreadsheeting going on. Fingertips. I'm getting better typing though. I can tell you that.
A lot of spreadsheeting going on.
Yeah.
It just doesn't sound like right coming off the lips.
Nah, it's all right.
All right. Phillies are red hot, so we really don't have anything to bitch about there now, do we, Lauren?
Oh, I'm sure you guys will find something. Well, not last week, the week before that, John's rant sort of got cut off. So don't forget, Dad, to make sure he gets enough time.
Well, I had plenty of time.
He got all his rants and some in. He's never denied.
I never failed to miss out on the rant.
No, positively not. Positively. But anyway, the Mets play tonight, so we're holding 5.5. We could move to 6 possibly with the Mets loss. So what is there, like 35, 36 games left?
I was going to say about 36 games left, yeah, please.
So it's gonna be interesting. The Nationals roll into town, but we always seem to play down to these stinking bum teams. So let's hope it doesn't happen this weekend.
We owe them after the weekend.
Well, what?
We owe them after the weekend that we had there in Washington.
Yeah, I know, but
I mean that happens though at the end of a long road trip that you want to get home and you miss out.
Tired of the excuses, John. It's time. It's time to get ready for big boy baseball.
I was trying to be positive, but I guess
I know you are. It's funny.
Tough for us, I know.
It's funny the way things are starting, to come back together. Bone comes back, you know what I mean? And, you got your regular third baseman back. Nola, just slips back into the rotation, especially with the Wheeler, injury. So,
how much better is this team and everybody's feeling going into the 9th inning when you have Duran?
That was part of my conversation because but go ahead, because I got something to add to it, and I'm sure you're going to be all baseball, and I'm going in a different direction.
Oh yeah, no, I mean it just lifts the team. You can just see it gives the team a boost. That hey, we're actually going for it this year. And it's impressive to see him come out there and just here it is. If you can hit it, you can hit it. If not, oh well. The game's over and. You had 12 pitches. Last night just blew right past Cal Riley. Just threw fastballs at him, and
he had a hell of a series. He had a hell of a series first versus the Phillies.
Yeah,
I think he had one hit.
He did. It was a double. Yeah. He we were able to keep him under control, and it was nice to see the pitching step up. I mean, the pitching's been good all year long. For the most part.
There's a great picture on X of when Schwarber went to bat, and him and the big dumper were having some sort of conversation.
Yeah.
And it's just pretty cool because whoever posted it put, something to the effect of there's 90 home runs in that picture.
Exactly.
I thought it was pretty good.
Yep. Schwarber stepped up this week, going against him and brought. I think he's one behind him now. I think in numbers. So
yep. But where I was going with this was with the Duran entrance and there's been I don't know. I don't listen to a lot of sports talk radio, but somehow they were talking about it on Sirius XM today. How the music that he comes out to in Philadelphia has energized the fans we needed to be energized. Right?
Oh, yeah.
And, and then I dig deeper into it, and I guess Phillies weren't 100% on board with the graphics and the music and the coloring and everything. So they added a ribbon that goes around the stadium now. It's like a complete white ribbon, and then the third part of it was they were giving NBC Philly a bunch of crap because they didn't show the entrance, and the fans were booing. So it was, So we're 99 aren't the only ones, Lauren. We're not the only ones.
No, I never said you were.
Well, you kind of did.
That complaint.
You kind of
Yeah,
did.
you all do. All of you.
No, it's a
Oh, yeah.
Listen to Bucko. You guys
Just turned
won.
on,
You guys won. You won today, 2-1, I think.
They won.
2-1.
Oh, that's good, I guess.
What are you gonna roll into?
I don't know. What does it matter? It doesn't matter anymore. It's fine.
You're so motivated when it comes to the Pirates.
I lose them all. Maybe they'll do something. I don't care.
All right. So
Anyway, but anyway,
what's up for the weekend? What do you guys? You have plans?
Yeah, of course. We're going to the Pirates games.
Yeah.
Okay. Who are they playing?
Ooh.
I think the Rockies. So if they lose there, it might as well
Oh,
just.
wow. The Rockies.
Oh, the Rockies are hot. They are, though.
Rockies are red hot.
They are, unfortunately.
Red hot.
That's okay. I don't know.
Whatever. And then it's Hall of Fame induction weekend for the Pirates. So we'll see Al Oliver on Friday.
So I thought it had gotten moved.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay. I don't know where that came from. So scrap that idea.
Okay.
So when are you? I guess you're not seeing Skeens.
He picked what? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
And they
Friday,
have Thursday
Saturday.
off.
If you're staying for Sunday, he pitches Sunday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think we should be there Sunday. That's a 12:00 game though, so it's a little bit earlier. So
Yep,
Okay.
it is
Is
a
that
12
what they
o'clock.
do out there?
So
Earlier games?
No, not all the time.
no,
No.
Just that day for some reason.
yeah.
So where are you gonna see Al Oliver at?
Well, he gets inducted Friday night.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, and you're part of the entourage.
No,
I just meant he's going to be at the game,
Yeah.
so I will see him. I won't interface with him, but I will see him.
Maybe. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. We'll wander.
It's like their personal entourage.
And do we know who's signing autographs out on the street on Saturday?
Vern Law.
Vern Law.
He's going into the Hall of Fame as well. So
Wow.
yeah, I think I'm pretty sure Mazeroski's been pushing for that because when we had him in the car that day, he said that it's a joke that he's not. And then he didn't go in last year, and I said, "Oh, I don't know what's doing." And then he's going this year. I mean, he's 90 something at this point. So.
And who's the other guy? The other guy has already passed away.
Yeah, he played in like 1920 or something.
Wow.
So it's just a little class this year. So it'll be nice.
Yeah. Well, have a great time. Well, I don't have to tell you to have a great time. Be safe. Be safe and have fun.
Will do.
Yeah. Have a drink for me.
All right.
Twist your arm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And we're leaving tomorrow. Is that what I heard?
Yeah, we're going to leave probably early tomorrow because we're both off tomorrow for the day. So that'll be exciting. We're going to stop by, I think we're going to stop by Kennywood, which is like their amusement park out there. Neither of us have ever been there before. So
We never really have time to go because we always have a tight schedule. So it gives us a little bit extra time to see what's doing.
Okay. So it's an old amusement park or what?
Almost
what
like
is it?
it's like a Knoebels,
Okay.
but out there, and it's like
I think you have to pay to get in though.
it's different than
Knoebels
that.
is
But I
a
mean,
little
it's like
different.
old roller coasters, old things. I mean, it's a very old park, but it's always you go out on a Friday and there's not really much time for it normally. So it'll be nice to see what's doing.
All right.
Yep.
Okay. Very cool. Well, enjoy, be safe, have a good time.
Thank you.
And we'll try to hold the fort down.
Yeah. What's the plan for Saturday?
I don't know, Johnny. We're still working on a plan.
Let's go to the plan.
Yeah, we just like the show. We just swing it.
Great.
There'll be a lot of winging it on Saturday.
Well, you got help coming at 10 o'clock. So whatever you need. I think he said 10 o'clock.
Yeah, we told Cody 10.
10 o'clock, Cody.
Yep.
Cody. I heard a rumor today he doesn't like our photos, so he's bringing his own.
No, that's not
Definitely.
what happened at all, John. John, I can't tell you anything. I didn't say that at all.
That's not even true.
That wasn't exact. It wasn't exact. We kind of said he was a snob. And he likes the stickers on the phones.
Hey,
Oh,
everybody's got their
everyone's a little wacky. Everyone's got something.
yeah. Head
All right. Well,
crackle.
the last guy you threw at me didn't last very long, so I hope the longevity of this young man is.
The last couple guys were a little mentally deficient. This guy seems to have his stuff together.
Jeez, Anthony.
What do you want?
You can't say that.
He just did. But anyway, I think you'll be impressed. We've got some professional signage being made.
Oh yeah.
You know.
What do you mean? Whoa! What do you mean professional signage being made?
Yeah. So we got signage as far as what lane you're supposed to be in for. And
by professional, you mean you made a sign and printed it on the printer there at the shop?
Nope.
No.
I said professional.
Let me turn around so you can snap the knife.
I know, right? None. No, I should have just let it be a surprise and look at these guys.
I would have never seen it because I'll probably get a total of 8 photos from Saturday.
Wow.
Now you're gonna get a million photos.
All right. That's what I want.
Your phone.
Wow.
Overload your
so
phone.
No, we're looking strong for Saturday.
Might be a little spray paint going on. There might be a little bit of everything going on.
Yeah, we might do some chalking in the driveway.
Wow.
Yeah. Arts and crafts.
Got everything cleaned up out back. Got all the trees and mess. Everything's all cleaned up. We're looking good.
Oh, yeah.
We're looking good.
I'm sure Orner's was a big help with that.
They were.
Great.
They were, along with the township people.
Wow.
Yeah. So worked out well.
The parking lot looks about 4 times bigger.
Yeah, it does. We could probably put 20 cars in that lot.
Exactly.
Wow.
So no, we're looking. We're feeling it. We're feeling good.
Is there another day in your 30-year history that you think kind of equates to this? Maybe Jason Kelsey?
No, because we didn't know that was Kelsey and Bo Allen 2 days after the parade. We had no idea, other than the numbers were just exorbitant. We had sold a lot of tickets for Jason and none for Bo Allen. So,
poor Bo.
Well, we didn't. Everybody came to see Jason and bring him beer, and we didn't know that how many TV stations were going to show up.
Oh.
Yeah, all of them, 5 or 6.
Yeah, it got to the point where there was no Wi-Fi to be had.
Right.
So, but no, I think the combination of these two, one being his first public signing, and I think the other guy, is probably I don't know, John, help me out. Is he the incumbent to Fletcher Cox, Reggie White?
Jerome Brown. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, this is a big dude. You know what I mean? And he's rolling into. He's got to get paid, right? He's got to get paid next year, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Howie's going to lock him up early because he's early. He'll do it next year, so he's got another 2 years, I believe. After this.
Yeah.
Fight.
So no, I think these two. I think these two guys, and the way we have it spaced out, noon to 2, and then we got a little break to reshuffle, and then go 4 to 6 or 4 to whatever, because we can, we got plenty of time there. So we're looking forward to it, right, John?
Absolutely, and both of those guys have iconic moments, in the Super Bowl. That are nice for everybody that wants to come for get autographs or going to want to get done. So, this is going to be huge. And it's going to be Havertown might shut down for this one. It very well could. Yeah, I know. You said, what was it with Cliff Lee? It went up Darby Road.
Oh yeah. Cliff Lee went all the way around the back street.
Right.
Yeah.
So this one's going to be going both directions.
Well, I think correct me, Lauren. I don't think we ever had 2 2008 World Series guys like back to back or together or same day kind of thing. I don't.
No, I don't really remember that either. But I will say, and Dad, correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like Super Bowl collecting is completely different than World Series collecting?
Yes and no. There's team pieces on both sides of the fence.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think that the serious collector is chasing, every autograph, from every guy that played.
Then maybe it's just the hobby has changed so much from
100%.
to 2025.
Yeah.
That it's just, it's not even apples to apples. They're two completely different, beasts now.
Can you see if the Eagles win again, and we're rolling out another Super Bowl parade and another,
I don't know, because you have to think at some point, people have to make a decision on, what are you getting signed? How many things are you getting signed? How much room do you have for a collection?
Yep.
What does that look like? Even the bobbleheads alone. It was, everybody wanted that first set. Now the second set's out, and I'm sure people do want it, but that same
takes a lot of room for all those guys.
Exactly. So, you win again, and you kind of have to start making some decisions on what you're doing.
Yep.
So
the good thing is with them being, if they are close together like that, then you're going to have a lot of repeat players with the Super Bowls. So that kind of helps, like you were saying, that you don't have to get guys.
So this wasn't part of my my notes, but it's cool to talk about it. How many guys do we have that could potentially be three-time Super Bowl champ? You have Lane Johnson.
Jake Elliott.
I think it's only Elliott, and that's it.
Is that just those two?
Yeah, because
Graham's retired.
Right.
And Lovato, the long
and the punter's gone, or long snapper's gone, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty exciting stuff. You know what I mean? To think we're 2 weeks away from game one versus the Cowboys. That's a game what's that?
2 weeks tomorrow.
2 weeks tomorrow. That's a game, I've been kind of like thinking, man, I might have to try to fit that game into my schedule, to see them drop the Super Bowl banner versus the Cowboys. There's a lot of love there. So,
that
would be pretty
Terry's
cool.
going to definitely love that.
Yeah, for sure. But anyway,
what's the over/under going to be on how many times the TV pans up to him in the box?
Oh,
that night when they're doing the unveiling of that.
Him and Taylor Swift got it going on, man.
Yeah.
Right. Do we think Taylor Swift is going to be in attendance at this Eagles first game?
No, but she will week 2 when they play Kansas City in Kansas City.
Oh, yeah. That's obvious.
Yep, for sure. All right, I'll give you one job for the weekend, and that is you need to go check out what's up with the draft, because it's in Pittsburgh this year.
Okay.
And see what's going on, if there's any new stuff going on, if there's any.
I think it's just that countdown that we took you to last time. I don't think anything new. Yeah, I don't think anything new has been added. Have you seen anything? I haven't seen anything.
After the first of the year, I imagine.
Oh, come on.
Or when the football season starts. I could see if they're set up at the Steelers Stadium, maybe there's a tent, but I didn't heard anything.
Yeah, I guess the Steelers team store could have draft stuff in it, the way the Philly store's got, all-star game stuff already. So maybe that's, but I've never been in that store.
I've never been there.
Yeah.
Where the draft's going to be? Do they have to do like construction at all? Do you know? Like
they're doing it right now. They've been doing it.
Where is the draft going to be?
I don't know exactly the location, but like the fountain where the Three Rivers meet has been down for the last year and a half.
Yep.
Oh,
so they're redoing it. I don't know if it's going to be there. There's a big state park there that it could be there, because that would be a very nice backdrop.
Right.
I'm imagining that would be one of the locations. I don't know if that's the main location, but I don't know where else besides that.
Yeah, I don't know.
You would think that would be going on, the construction or whatever.
Yeah, that's been closed. I guess part of the park has been open, but that park is going to be closed up until the draft. So
I think it closed what?
It's been a while.
been a couple of months now, but it's not going to reopen until the draft.
All right. Well, check it out and get back to us maybe next week. You guys will be back, right?
I will be back. He will not.
Oh, we got games?
Yep. Games start.
What do you got? Like 12 games left?
12 games, Tuesday through Sunday next week, and then like the 6th through the 12th of September, and that's it. But kids go back to school, so other than some, Friday, Saturday, Sundays, some of these games we're back to starting next Tuesday. It's 6 o'clock gates opening, 6:45 game. So it's like here. I got my hair cut today. The lady said she's been crazy busy because the kids go back to school tomorrow. I didn't know the kids go back to school. Some kids go back to school tomorrow.
A couple of my coworkers, their kids started yesterday. The other one starts Monday. I talk about this all the time. I don't know when school stopped starting after Labor Day.
I feel like it was around COVID, but I don't understand the reasoning. They're like, well, they get out earlier. Okay, well, it's still cold then. Why don't they just go September? Like, what the hell's the point? Just go start in September like we used to. I don't understand.
Yeah, they tried to, like I said before, about the sneaking in a couple of days before, but this is a lot before Labor Day. They would do like a day or two just to get the.
Yeah, I mean,
hey, how are we doing? Hey, Johnny, this is O'Brien or whoever as the teacher. But
I mean, one or two schools started like Monday, but most of them start like tomorrow or this Monday coming up, and I still feel like that's so early.
Yeah, it is. Yes, exactly.
Well, anyway, we've reached the 7 o'clock hour almost. And a couple of minor details from last week at Buffalo Wild Wings with Tom Burgoyne. By the way, Anthony, you missed a good one.
I'm sorry. I would have much rather been there, I imagine.
How dare you?
You missed a good one. We played to a packed house again. It was great. It really was. Tom puts on quite a show. And the stories are phenomenal, and we had a really good time, and I think everybody that was in the house had a good time. Wouldn't you say, Lauren?
Oh, there's no reason not to.
Okay.
Yeah. If you didn't, that's your own fault.
Well, okay.
And as Tom said, it was the best bleeping podcast ever.
He did say that.
I didn't hear bleeping.
Well, I had to just say bleeping because it was on my end. But yeah,
he was very entertaining.
Yes.
Very, very entertaining.
For him to say that, then it must be.
Obviously, even though I think he has his own podcast.
Yeah, but we topped him.
I don't know.
Maybe he should have you guys on his podcast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey, where's Joe Stinger tonight?
I'm not sure. Where are you at, Joe Stinger?
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't think he can hear you. He must be on vacation or something because he hasn't answered my messages either.
He might still be at Pine Island, sunbathing. He loves, him and the missus go to Pine Island.
Hope he's okay.
We got Tom.
We got Tom.
Tom's
I haven't seen Tom in a while, and then I saw him last Wednesday out of the blue.
Yeah. Now he's like, he's here for us.
All right.
And then he showed up. And then he showed up last week.
That's what I just said.
What'd you just say?
That he was there last Wednesday.
Yeah. It was like, he didn't believe the show was real, right, John?
I know. He always kept saying he was going to come, but
yeah.
Right, then he finally did.
Yeah. So thank you. Thanks to everybody. It was a fine show. We got another one brewing for next month with Coach Dick Vermeil. So
another Hall of Famer.
Yeah. Gonna be fun. Fun. That's what we're all about. Anyways.
Are you talking about yesterday, or is that not on your schedule?
No, it was. I didn't know whether you had any questions that you needed me to answer, or you just
questions about yesterday.
About yesterday.
Was there anything that you didn't like or could have been a little bit better? Because I know it's it's a lot of free things. Was there any long lines because of that, or like how did that go?
There was a lot of more things that we could have done. Like if you had kids, I don't know how you would have been able to get through every line and whatnot. The longest line, and I don't even know why, people, they started giving out the bobbleheads at noontime. So you had noon to 7 to pick up your bobblehead, which you got a voucher when you walked in, which I thought was super cool idea. So the line wrapped for probably a good half hour, but we went up later on and just walked right up and bingo.
Do you think that the line formed because people were nervous that even though they had the voucher that they were going to somehow miss out?
I do. Because you know how people are with that stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? And but they had, they had people upon people directing you where to go, what to see. They had different events. Like the one that I kind of thought was really cool because we kind of just stumbled into the Dick's Sporting Goods tent, not knowing that Todd Frazier was in there signing autographs and taking pictures for free. But it was a huge tent. And the kids are all trading these pins. They got books. I was just impressed with all that. And, the other thing was the police officers. They had pins.
Okay.
And I don't know, how they're generated, because there's different police officers from different townships. And anyway, there was this one police officer, and I kind of just followed him a little bit because he was really hands-on with the kids. You know what I mean? And, they would come up to him and he's like, well, what do you got? Let me see. He goes, I'm not going to give you my pin. We got to make a deal. And, he was really cool about it,
Cool.
So, the whole pin exchange thing was, it was rapid fire because as I walked around, they had signage, 4 o'clock pin giveaway, 5 o'clock pin exchange, 6 o'clock pin giveaway. I'm like, it was just, and they had a kids area, with all kinds of free things set up, kind of like what Reading has, you know what I mean, down in Playland. But they had so much. It was just every age group. It just was a great event. It really was. And then there was baseball. And I kind of they play at 7 o'clock tonight, the South Carolina team. I met them, and I met they have designated people, and they're called team uncles, and they wash their uniforms, and they do everything that they need to do for the kids, make sure they're taken care of. Well, we ran into him through Martin because Martin got friendly with him, and he gave me one of his pins. And, we were talking baseball and where you're from and that sort of thing. And then Martin, he's like, here's one of my custom pins, and it's got a cow on it because he's a farmer. You know what I mean? So the pin thing is just.
So you got to go prepared next year with pins, is what you're telling me.
Well, Sean wants. I'm sure you didn't get an email from him today because he went to the Phillies game, but he said I'm sending Lauren an email that we need to make a Carl's Cards pin.
Okay.
He said I think the Carl's Cards pin would just win out.
All right.
They don't even know who Carl's Cards is up there.
No, I agree. If it looks good, it won't matter.
So that was Sean's suggestion for next year.
Okay.
But no, it was. It was funny because, you drive in, the parking attendants here, you can park wherever you want. There's no parking Nazis telling you, you must park between the white lines. You parked anywhere you wanted. It was a free for all, but it was organized free for all. You parked for free. You literally walked across the street, kind of like in Reading. Parking at Carpenter and walking across the street, and you're in the stadium.
Okay.
You walk in, you go through a security checkpoint. you walk up the hill, and that's the other thing too we can talk about a little bit is the hills, because it reminds you of the Football Hall of Fame with all that walking in the hills.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because you're in the middle of these valleys, right? It's just, but you walked in, and there's.
Is that where the Crosscutters?
Yeah.
Not the same stadium, same town.
Okay, different stadium though.
Different stadium. Yeah, they're like 5-10 minutes up the street. But,
got it. Okay.
Yeah. But
now with the pins, the kit. So each one of those hours that they have, like the designated thing, are there different pins that they obviously give out different pins?
Well, I think they have a pin that they're giving out that hour, and I think they're all the same.
The same for the hour. Okay, I get you.
Yeah, but you almost gotta set your phone. Like
right.
I have to be here at 4 o'clock. I got to be here at 6 o'clock. And these kids, that's all they seem to be. I don't know how much baseball they're watching because they're just doing this pin thing,
And then so you had the ones from the Little League, but then the teams themselves bring pins.
I think they do.
That's what I was going to say. Like how they get to generate.
I think they do, because in the fan store, my gosh, I mean, some of the size of these pins, got a little bit on the big side.
Oh wow!
You know what I mean? And then they got like a pin on a pin. It's dangling. So you got, I mean, it's really gotten like big. But no, I mean, we watched the first 4 innings of the Mexico versus Venezuela in the one stadium, and then I got a text that I needed to get to the other stadium because we got seats behind home plate, and I'm like, well, we got to go. And that was a great game, and they just do an unbelievable job with the introduction of all the players, and the mascot is just what's his name, Dugout. He's a professional mascot. I mean, he just, he does all the hand gestures with all the players, and, does, all the craziness, and they go ahead.
All the popular dances and all that stuff.
Knew it all.
Yeah.
Knew it all. Just very polished. Very polished. Dugout's been around for a while.
Oh, yeah. And it was his birthday yesterday.
And it was his birthday, and we missed it, but they had, they had a mascot from everywhere. You know what I mean? I think Wyoming College is not that far away. They had their mascot there. They must have had.
Boomer was there from Crosscutters.
Yeah, they had like 20 mascots, and they were just hooting and hollering, and it was a really good time. There's no way you can see everything and do everything in one day. It's just
right. Because you guys didn't make it to that museum that everyone was talking about, right?
We tried to hit it on our way out, but it closed at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
So, we wanted to go there, and then, the day just gets away from you, especially when you're sitting there watching a 6-inning game.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's every bit of 2 hours. So, but it's a lot of fun. Glad I did it. A lot of driving, but well worth it. Anthony, have you ever been?
No. My friend works for the Crosscutters. He's been there for a while, but I've never been to.
We drove by it. Remember when we stopped?
Yeah.
Where were we coming from, or what were we doing?
I don't know.
Was that back from Buffalo?
I think that when we went to my friend's wedding in Buffalo, I think that's the way it took you some way through there. But that's the only time I'd really have ever been there.
Yeah.
Sure. 80 to 81, and then you just go up 81 into New York.
Yeah.
Just a fun town. I didn't notice it coming in, but going out, people decorate their houses. You know what I mean? Like it's a holiday.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they decorate their houses. There's red, white, a lot of red, white, and blue going on. Just a really, I mean, if you got kids, who commented on our page? The McEwens?
What?
I'm talking the family that won the Bryce Harper bat. That I believe they're from up there. He's a police officer up there. I think she commented on.
She sent us a Facebook message saying that that's her hometown area and that they love taking the kids there.
Yeah, there you go.
That's where Mike Mussina's from. You got to work on him. He lives out in the woods out there in the middle of nowhere.
Does he really?
He does. Yep, Moosic or something it's called. I think it's somewhere out there.
Wow.
Yeah, he was at the Crosscutters the one time.
Yep. He was maybe 10 minutes away, 15 minutes away. They have him back every now and then.
Yeah.
So we got a message or a question. Was there a line to go down the hill? No. And did you bring cardboard? No. Did I go down the hill? No. Was not. One of the ESPN guys today went down the hill, and man, he tumbled and just rolled down. Yeah,
Nice.
he got. I'm sure it was a little wet because it rained there for a few hours today.
Today, yeah.
So,
You don't need that.
That was the one thing I was a little disappointed we didn't get any videos.
no, I was not. No, we were not doing that. Now, if they had,
Was there beer in the stadium?
there was not.
Damn.
There was no beverages other than a lot of diet soda. Diet soda and water. Yeah.
Yep.
Shawnee and I were quite, and Shawnee's like, you can't give these crazy parents beer. He goes, they're crazy enough without it. And
That's
they get into it. It's
of course.
it's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. But ESPN does a great job with it. Yeah, does a great job. Questions?
Yeah, well, while you were there, like I know, like in past years, like Ryan Howard's popped up and different things. Did you see any other like players or athletes?
I did not. No,
Okay.
I did not. Carl Ravitch from ESPN
Right.
stood next to him.
Oh,
That
there
was
you go.
about it.
There might be guys like as it gets a little closer to the weekend, because will the actual like championship game be Sunday?
Sunday.
Yeah, I think they do one Saturday and one Sunday, if I'm not mistaken, because you got the American championship, and then you've got the world championship.
Yeah. So you got the world plays on Friday, I think, and then
Is that
and U.S. Well, maybe they both play on Friday, and then Sunday's
okay?
you get the final for Sunday.
Yeah. You know what? I can't imagine what the crowd's like. Stick was telling us that for the second game that the local team from Glenmore, they had 17,000 people come up for the game.
Wow.
He goes, it was packed. And I can believe it because I bought the last T-shirt to be had
Really?
there was no more to be had unless you wanted a small or a medium. I got the last extra large. Everything else was sold out.
Wow.
They had fitted hats 7 3/4. It probably was too big for your head, John.
No, it's not. That's actually too small.
It's got a 9.5, he said.
Yeah.
But
I'm like Bruce Bochy.
it's amazing. The fan store was packed, just absolutely packed. So much money being spent on souvenirs and little of this, little of that. So, yeah.
Right. Cool.
Yeah. A lot of pin action, a lot of T-shirts, a lot of hats.
Now you saw you were talking about the cops having their pins. Do they have the same pins as what the kids were giving out, type of thing, or they had the custom ones themselves?
Yeah, they had their own made.
Okay.
They had their own made. I didn't get to see any, but of these kids. I mean, I never saw so many kids go up to police officers,
Right.
and it wasn't like, do you have any pins? They were very polite. They were like, sir, are you trading? Their approach was spot on,
Nice.
and this one cop that was kind of like in the center, and I kind of just hung out there because you could just see everything going on, and you saw all the teams, going and to the practice fields, and but he was very professional. He treated these kids like they were somebody, and they knew their game. They had done this before.
Cool.
Now, and you had said you saw Mexico play against Venezuela. How was it with the kids interacting with each other? That American kids and that may not have spoke the same languages.
Well, it was funny because then you throw in the baseball language, like everybody. But it's funny because the one team, I guess it was from Venezuela, the batters would come up to the plate and they would tap the catcher on the shin guard and they would bow to the umpire. You know what I mean? And it was, it was just all those little things that went on that you picked up on. But the kids are, they're all 12 years old and
Right.
all they want to do is play baseball. That's all they want to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and some of them are very, very good. This team from South Carolina, they got 2 stud pitchers because there's rules. You can only throw 85 pitches. You can't pitch but every 3 days. There's some serious little rules. But South Carolina's stacked.
Yeah, because they beat Hawaii, which had a good team themselves.
Yep. Sure did.
We're going to be the champions from the United States. So.
Yep.
Yeah, it was nice to see.
Yeah. So it's a lot of fun. I can't wait to go back next year.
Nice.
So yeah, good time. Good time. All right. What else? What do we got? The Eagles are done training camp.
I know the Eagles are done.
They're done. So now they got to get everybody all healed up. And what's with all these leg injuries and soft tissue injuries and whatnot? Is this?
I know there's been a lot of that.
What's going on there?
I guess it's just the heat going on, and just getting their bodies back into football shape, and it's just it's interesting to see because Mailata had a concussion, and who was the other one? Steen had an issue.
It's a big dome for Mailata to have a concussion.
Yes, it is. And I haven't heard yet from Johnny Wilson, how he was. He was carted off the field yesterday, so I haven't heard anything on him because he had a chance to do some good things here.
When do they get down to the 53-man? Like, isn't that this weekend?
Yeah, well, they got the game Friday that they're playing against the Jets, and then probably a couple of days after that, because then you're into the last 10 days. Basically from 10, 12 days before the season starts. So
okay, all right.
Yeah, I would say probably Monday, Tuesday, maybe at the latest.
Okay.
It'll be interesting to see what happens. They picked up that extra wide receiver from the Texans in the trade, so that was kind of interesting to see.
In his interview, he seemed really excited to get out of Houston and get a fresh start in Philly.
Right.
So, but he was a teammate of
Devontae
Smith in Alabama.
Yeah, I think a little bit with Jalen as well when they were there.
They overlap?
I think so.
Okay.
Very, very shortly, obviously, because of
okay.
I think that one
all right
time period. So and then he's had health issues with himself. I think he had cancer. They were saying.
He had. I had read that too.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But it's a good extra depth, for the wide receiver room there, and
all right.
And then with Johnny Wilson going down, and it kind of helps too having him. So.
All right. What do we want to do? John's rant or Lauren, your segue to the big question?
The big question. Wow. No, I need John's rant. I got to make sure he has enough time.
All right.
There you go, Johnny. It's all yours.
We got John his rant. All right. So today it was. I don't know in case you didn't know it during the game. There was breaking news it was some serious stuff during the game. Trey Turner's 1,500th hit in baseball. What was a home run? Here in Philadelphia 2 days ago.
Okay.
Well, it came out today that it was false, because over the weekend there was a play in Washington that the pitcher fumbled the ball and got it, and Trey Turner was able to get on first base, so they considered it an error at the time. Well, today the geniuses, whoever they were behind the scenes, said no, that error that even in Little League it would have been an error, is now a hit. So now that became basically Trey Turner's 1,500th hit, and changes the whole storyline. So everybody that was at the Phillies game to witness, it's minor history, but it's still a milestone in his.
That's a big milestone.
It's a big milestone in his career. Getting 1,500 hits on a legitimate home run.
Right.
It wasn't like an infield hit or whatever. Well, it was because it was an error, but it gets changed. So he didn't even get to recognize it as his 1,500 hit the time that it happened. So it's just another.
So you're pissed off at the person in Washington who ruled error and then changed it.
Yeah, leave it alone the way it was. Does it really matter at this point? You changed history now. It's going back in the future. You got the time machine. You got the DeLorean, and he hit 87 miles an hour, and he coasted back, and it's here we go. Let's just change it around now. And so now and Topps themselves, they made a baseball card of it, of the home run swing as his 1,500 hit. So now what are they going to do?
It's now an error card.
Now it's an error card, and are they going to have one where the pitcher's fumbling around on the ground, throwing it out, and that's Trey Turner's 1,500 hit? It's ridiculous. Why? Why do it? Especially in a moment like that, because even Trey Turner himself said, he when it happened, he was glad that it happened on a home run, on a something, and it was also his first home run at Citizens Bank Park.
Right. Yeah.
So it was kind of like, hey, things happen, and it's a milestone. And now it's become kind of like a joke. It was 3 days ago that you actually had your 1,500 hit, not today. It's just another way of baseball just ruining itself, with all these analytics and stupid judgment things. I don't know.
Had you heard about this?
No.
Okay. What are your thoughts?
I don't know why the guy was looking up in the first place. Who cares? That's like if you graduate college and they said you were 3 credits short. Well, they already gave you the degree. Who gives a shit? Just keep going. You know what I mean? I don't understand.
Well, the college has to get their payment for those 3 credits.
Yeah, I don't know why anyone was even looking it up, to be honest with you.
Well, that's the thing. It's why? It wasn't like it was a hard hit ball, 100 miles an hour. That sometimes gets changed, but you had a milestone that happened. All right, leave it alone. It's so ridiculous.
John, question for you: a home run of that magnitude wouldn't he have wanted the baseball back? Wouldn't they have done some sort of a swap or something? Did any of that take place?
I haven't seen anything like that, because a lot of times they do show something like that, with that. So, and I know the Phillies are pretty good with that kind of stuff. That they will.
Well, yeah, because the
ushers.
The ushers come down and get the person with the baseball and.
Exactly. So it's just the. I don't know. It's just real. Now the guy got a game used bat for nothing. It wasn't even his 1,500 hit.
Yeah, but what's cool? There's now a story attached to it.
Well, it is. Yeah, there is. It's just you got a cool story, out of it, but it just makes a mockery of it. Come on.
Well, speaking of stories, our guy Bryce, what's his name?
Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper. Thank you. He's now in the card collecting hobby. So He's if you got any 101s or any pop ones, which are population of only one in the grading system, he's interested in working a trade with you. So if there's anything out there,
I have a card. I have a trading card.
Yeah.
Yeah, those ones that guy made for us.
It's a 101.
Yeah. Does he want that one?
He,
I'll
I think
trade, but I want money. I'll trade it for money.
he only wants his cards.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
I like it. How about you?
I thought that was interesting. Matt Strom is behind all of this. He got him involved. So thought that was another interesting story. So somebody just walk in.
No, the house is just making a lot of noises tonight. I'm not sure what's going on at this place.
That was a washroom.
They know you're going away.
You're doing the wash. It's downstairs.
Yeah.
No, this was the refrigerator. But a little while ago, there was a knocking noise, and Anthony said it wasn't him. I don't know what's going on around here.
All right. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm born ready.
Ask away.
Who is your least favorite non-Philadelphia athlete?
Ever or no?
Ever. Least favorite non-Philadelphia athlete.
Wow.
John, are you thinking or are you ready?
I was thinking, but I am ready. Sidney Crosby.
Okay.
He's just one of those punchable faces.
Okay.
I don't know.
Interesting.
I have a couple of answers that come to mind. Sidney Crosby, yeah. But that, nothing against your answer, but that's like an easy one. You know what I mean? Like everybody hates Sidney Crosby. Everybody hates Dak Prescott. People like that.
I have one, and it has to, he's a Hall of Fame goaltender. He was at the store signing autographs. He played for the Boston Bruins, and he had very unkind words for Bobby Clark.
Okay.
And he made it public when he was, in the Philadelphia market signing autographs, that Bobby was a cheap shot artist and, he would whack you anytime. Were any of you guys there for it that can validate my conversation?
Can you put a name to your
Jerry Cheevers? Jerry stinking Cheevers.
Interesting. These are the kind of answers I'm looking for, kind of off the wall ones.
Yeah, this is because, like you said, Sidney Crosby. But you know what? He would look so awesome in black and orange. We say this
he says that all the time. That if he played for Philadelphia, we'd love him. But you could say that about anybody. You could say that about any of these guys.
But him and Claude Giroux used to have some phenomenal duels.
They were good.
They went at it. But
Chris Perry shut him down. Shut his ass down when I was younger.
But yeah, Jerry stinking Cheevers. Old bastard.
All right. Tony, anyone come to mind?
Wake him up.
No, not really. I never. I know he rehabbed in Reading, but I grew up in York, and I did not like Pedro Martinez whatsoever. I didn't like him. I thought he was cocky. Him and probably Brandon Phillips from the Reds. As a Pirates guy, I feel like a lot of people around the country, not just Pirates people, didn't like Brandon Phillips on the Reds. But probably those two. I don't really think of that stuff too much.
Tom, I'm interested in your answer. Is that from he's too cocky, or does he think, the guy's won a lot of championships and has done a lot for basketball. So I'm just curious, where that answer comes from.
You're going to fire him up.
All right. You already know the answer?
You're going to fire him up.
All right, I'm excited.
Remember, we had the whole Mount Rushmore thing of basketball a few weeks back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't believe LeBron James was in Tom's Mount Rushmore.
Got it.
Did Tom have anyone semi-current, or did they all?
No, they were all the old timers. If you go back, you know what I mean. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I have the story.
Oh yeah, I think he had Michael Jordan as part of that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. LaFleur.
Well, doesn't he have like 4 championships?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Angel Reese, I kind of like that one from Kelly. You know, that mentioned Angel Reese. That's a good one.
She's just downright nasty.
Yeah.
She's just down. She got a bad attitude. And I don't even watch a lot of, girls basketball, but the whole WNBA is like just.
Oh, it's like the WWE.
Yeah.
I don't really, and this is we're kind of off the question now at this point, but I will say I don't really like the direction. And the WNBA is not doing anything specifically, but it's just, when did it become such a mockery?
Well, I think there's some players that are probably mad at the attention that Caitlin Clark gets, and if I were those players, I'd probably just play the game and not worry about Caitlin Clark.
But shouldn't we be excited that attention's being drawn to the sport in the first place?
You would think, but then
the things being thrown at the girls on the court, that's awful.
There's been a lot of good girls basketball players. Look at Nancy Lieberman. She very good player. I think she's now like an assistant coach in the NBA, if I'm not mistaken.
I guess I'm talking about today's game. And I'm sure it's the social media aspect of it. But
yep.
Man, it certainly gets dragged through the mud. That's for sure.
Yeah. Oh, it does. Yeah, and Angel Reese, starting to try to stir it up a little bit and trying to, I think she's trying to draw attention to it, but it's a negative way.
She came from a program that they thrived on that at LSU.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean? The head coach was a bimbo. You know what I mean? So go figure.
Yeah, it's just unfortunately, like you said, because you're trying to grow the sport and you're trying to make it, and you're making it into a mockery. Because it's all you see is all these girls. It's like I said, it's like wrestling. Yeah,
they're not really setting a good example for younger girls playing basketball now. They're not really setting a good tone. So
right, and yeah, it's unfortunate. And Angel Reese is just a stack grabber, throws the ball up against the backboard 25 times and gets 25 rebounds because she's just tapping into herself, and then scores 2 points out of it, but she's got 75 rebounds for the night.
I think you struck a nerve there, Laurie.
Yeah.
Well, no, but it is because, like you said,
that could be a future rant.
Yeah, well, if the sport becomes more relevant, maybe it would. But because like you said, if you keep going the way you're going, you're going to make it, where nobody wants to watch it. Because like you said, there's a lot of good talent in that league. If they, just want to, provide it, let it shine. But they're taking all the talent, and not even Caitlin Clark. Just look at some of the other girls that are in that league, and they're just beating them up. Because it's just like bully ball. It's just
well said.
It's a shame. And they wonder why they can't get paid. Because nobody shows up, and it's just like it's a shame. But.
All right. Any other new news, or how was? Give us your explanation of. I didn't realize that it was a play. Or I don't know is it called a play that Jason Kelsey?
It was a short film.
Short film.
Mm-hmm. So from what I learned, because I did a little research beforehand, there was a 5-minute YouTube short film put out about 3 months ago, and it's basically Jason Kelsey learning martial arts and training for that. And of course, he's terrible at it in the beginning. He's never going to be able to compete. He's never going to be able to, be any good. So part 2, which I think was around 12 minutes, which was on Saturday, was the premiere of it. He has to compete against Chuck Liddell. I don't know who Chuck Liddell is. I didn't know he was a fighter. I don't know anything about him. But
former martial art, what was it called? The
MMA. The
MMA. He was an MMA fighter, if I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. I didn't know that. I don't know anything about boxing, fighting, any of that stuff. So anyways, we get to the event, and I had a feeling that at least Jason was going to be there because there was a lot of, please arrive for 4:00. There's a hard stop at 5:30 for VIPs. Make sure you have your ticket ready. This and just a lot of rules for something that didn't have a bigger piece to it that wasn't being announced. So from my understanding, the people that were there were invited through somebody that was connected to what was going on. So in this case, Anthony works with Garage Beer at the stadium.
Yep.
Scott, who is like the guy at Garage Beer, emailed him, offered him 2 tickets. Anthony had a game, said, here, I'll get these 2 tickets. You go, have a good time, basically. So we got there. My friend Sarah and I went about 4:30. We did wait in line outside for like 45 minutes till we got in. But once we got in, we could see that Jason was there. He was upstairs taking photos. We did eventually get through the line to get a photo with Jason. You got these, is that coin still there? No, there's like a wooden coin. You got these little things that said,
oh, okay,
one free beer, so you could redeem this for your for a Garage Beer. The guy in front of me dropped his, so that's how I got this. And we got posters, we got stickers, we got all kinds of stuff. From 5:45 till about 7, nothing really was going on. You were basically in a theater, so they had concession stand food. So it was like popcorn, pretzels, nachos, that type of stuff, but a whole lot of Garage Beer. So I'm convinced that they put like 200 people in this theater for 3 hours to drink as much Garage Beer as humanly possible. And that was apparent because when the short film started, there was a lot of hooting and hollering. Jason came out and the place erupted. Chuck Liddell came out, the place erupted. Scott from Garage Beer comes out, the place erupts. There was a lot of audience participation for the film. So they show it. Travis is in it. Bo Allen is in it. So it's very funny. It's got, lots of funny one-liners. Travis is great in it. Travis was not there, but Donna and Ed Kelsey were there. Okay. Ed Kelsey is in the short film as well, so that's funny. And then afterwards, they had like a little panel discussion. So the director of the film was there. Chuck Liddell and Jason Kelsey were up on the stage for like a little Q&A. And by 8 o'clock, you were out of there. So for a 4-hour event, and it's really all just to promote Garage Beer. That's all it's for. Yeah. What it sounds like from the director's side of things was what started as just a stupid, dumb commercial they were going to make turned into the director saying, I think we have enough content here to like make a short film, basically. So that's what they did. And for anyone who caught the New Heights podcast that Taylor Swift was on, Jason has a very dyed beard in it.
Yes.
That comes into play in this short film because at the very end, he's coming off of a helicopter and he kind of has like that Tom Cruise look about him in, what is that movie? Top Gun, where he's got these like very dark aviators on, this like green sort of like jumpsuit, and he's coming off a helicopter and his whole beard is pitch black. So it was something from that. I don't know when that's going to come out. I have no idea what the plot of that is or if that has anything to do with the martial arts thing that just happened, but they basically teased that at another rendition of something.
Okay.
So that was going to be my question so there's going to be another part to it.
Something, yeah. I don't know what it is. And then it kind of just ended by saying like Jason will be back or something like that. And then that was it.
Of course he'll be back.
So, yeah.
So I'll be like the Terminator.
Everything that guy touches turns to gold. So why not? Continue to strike while the iron's hot while you can.
Yep.
Because
was Kylie there?
For very long. Was Kylie there? No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
When you had got up to see Jason, did he remember you from the store?
I did reintroduce myself to him. He meets so many people that I would have never expected him to be like, Lauren, how's it been? But we did, thank you for asking that, John, because we did have a really nice interaction. My friend Sarah had never met him before, so I kind of let her go first and interact with him because this was probably like my third or fourth time meeting him. So it wasn't, I wanted her to have a moment. And she actually ended up borrowing a shirt of mine. It's the one that from his last game where he's got like his helmet in the air. And he's like, I love the way that shirt looks, the way that came out. And she's like, oh, it's not mine. It's my friend's. And I had the Garage Beer shirt on, the ones that you got for us. And he's like, oh, what good friends. So that was cool. So then we take our picture. And just as I'm getting ready to go, because I'm trying to be mindful of the people behind me, I said, by the way, I'm Lauren. I'm Carl's daughter from Carl's Cards. And he was like, Carl's Cards? I haven't been there in a while. I got to stop in. How's your dad doing since his accident? And I mean, just that sort of quick little reminder of who I was. And it was like we had, picked up where we left off. So I told him he was doing okay. And I thanked him for asking. And he goes, Carl, what a good man. And it was a cool interaction. That's always cool to hear. And especially with everything that's happened recently to him specifically in the hobby, to have something nice to say about somebody that's in that hobby was really nice. And hopefully it was within earshot of Emily at the same time. So,
well, she was there.
Oh, absolutely. She don't
love Emily. Love Emily.
She don't miss a beat.
Cheers. All right. Well, that was a super I don't know, wasn't planned kind of thing, but I knew you wanted to talk about it a little bit, but yeah, good stuff.
Well, the Lawrence Ask Away is always planned. It just took a different direction.
What I do?
The Lawrence Ask Away is always part of the plan.
Oh, okay.
And then we just went into it, another tangent.
Yep.
And that's the good part.
Who is Scott with Garage Beer? Is he one of the owners?
No, I don't think he's an owner. I think he's like he's like the president.
He's the big guy on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So now my goal is to get that poster that I got you one of, Dad, signed by everyone.
Everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Who's everyone?
Let me see it. You can reach that.
Chuck Liddell's on it, and Jason's on it.
Yeah, and Travis is on it.
Oh, good luck with that.
Yeah, that'll be impossible.
Yeah.
And then Bo Allen, Jason, Travis, Chuck Liddell.
Yeah.
And these are a couple of other guys like that were in the short film as well.
He was one of the very first big MMA names when fighting got, martial arts and kickboxing and all that kind of came together. He was one of the very first big names. He
had bedazzled shoes on.
Did he really?
Mm-hmm. And a fanny pack.
Wow.
Yep. Didn't really say much during the panel. Jason led that.
Yeah. Very cool. Good stuff.
Yep.
Good stuff. You only hear that all on This Fan's View.
That's right.
Good stuff.
So I got every week.
You look like you could use a good night's sleep because you're heading to
Yeah, I am tired. I could use a night's sleep.
Well, you get to sleep in the car, so.
I will. Yes, I'm chauffeured.
He's a passenger princess.
There you go. He's smiling. He got that stupid grin.
Yeah. Ah.
As long as there's no speed bumps with deers, you'll be fine.
John, you weren't even in the car. You're hearing this from a secondhand story that's not even accurate.
No, you told the story, so I heard it was accurate.
The deer was already dead.
You're still running it over.
I didn't say that it wasn't.
Because an 8-wheeler kicked it off the shoulder.
I didn't say that it wasn't. I just
Nighty night.
No, it's 7:45. We killed another hour.
Yes, we did.
We
And a
killed
deer.
another hour. All right, for those of you who are coming out Saturday, we'll see you Saturday. Pay attention to all the signage, so know where to go.
All
Know
the
where to go.
all the professionalism.
Yes, we've turned it up a notch.
Yeah, we had to step up the game with down a person or two people. So we had to step up our game.
Yep, and they're sending us their intern.
Yep.
See how this one works out.
He's good.
All right.
That's what you said about the last one, Anthony.
I never said he was good.
I think you did.
Well, it's bringing if he's already bad mouthing our photos, I don't know if I like.
Oh my God! You know what, John? I'm never telling you anything ever again. I'm just telling you.
As the world turns.
Am I lying that he didn't like it because it didn't have the stickers?
No, he prefers the stickers. I think for the other signing, he's going to do one that's yours because he can't find one. But I think in a perfect world, he prefers stickers. The photo itself, there's no difference because he ordered the same photo.
He must have money if he likes buying Fanatics photos for the stickers.
Oh,
I didn't know
if he's going to be snobbish, then he can't have one of the.
That's all right, John. I'll get out. I'll put a sticker over the Fanatics. Sticker.
Over the Fanatic one. Wait a minute, I can't see the Fanatics logo. You know, I'm sure he's going to want one of these Zach Bond photos that you can't find anywhere except for Carl's cards. But you know,
there you go.
He'll take one of them. But
just be nice to him.
we're always nice.
I don't know. You're losing employees like crazy the last two, so let's see if the third's good.
Oh,
Who was the?
Wow.
Who are the two?
Poor Bardo.
McGee.
We never had him.
Well, see, that's how bad it got.
We never had him. That doesn't count.
I had Bardo. Bardo loved me. Bardo loved me. So I don't know where you're going with that.
Bardo just didn't like the hour drive.
Yeah, Bardo. If Bardo wasn't getting chauffeured by in the back seat with the other guy,
He needed blueberry muffins, picked up, dropped off.
Yeah, when he had the chauffeur princess, then he was okay coming. But once without that, he wasn't wanting to come.
All right.
So.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you. Have a safe trip in Pittsburgh. Johnny, have a great day off tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Rest up. We're going to have a busy couple of days.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got a lot of professionalism banners to be made.
Oh, that's right. You're the captain of the profession now.
That's right.
All right.
All right.
Have a good one, guys. See you next week.